Good morning and welcome to the final tabulation of the ballots for the resident vote at Coney Island houses and Unity Towers. Are we okay on sound and image? My name is Caleb Klepner. I'm a principal at MK Elections, the firm that has been hired to conduct the balloting for the resident votes at Coney Island houses and Unity Towers. Last Friday, we conducted a preliminary tabulation of all ballots received by mail, drop-off, in-person, and online as of Thursday, August 15th. Today, we are simply adding in any final valid mail ballots that were received by yesterday and that were postmarked by August 15th. For Coney Island houses, we have exactly 2 such ballots. For privacy reasons, I'm not going to show you the envelopes because that would reveal how these 2 individuals voted, but we will review the ballots on screen, perform the final tabulation, and show you those results. So again, we had 2 ballots that were received and postmarked in time to be counted. This is the first one. It's a vote for Section 9. This is the second one, another vote for Section 9. So we can go to our results. And if you recall, last week we had 169 votes for Section 9. We're now at 171. We can add those to our overall results, 171 votes, and we now have our final tabulation for Coney Island houses. I'm going to print that to a PDF. And I will announce the results. Again, my name is Caleb Klepner with MK Elections, the election administrator chosen to oversee the resident vote here at Coney Island houses and Coney Island 1, Site 1B, also known as Unity Towers. Today we conducted the final count of Coney Island houses resident votes received online, in person, and by mail. The final count follows the preliminary vote count conducted on August 16th, 2024. The final results of the development vote at Coney Island houses are as follows. We recorded votes from 415 residents at Coney Island houses. Of these, 277 votes were from heads of household at Coney Island houses, representing 57% of all heads of household at the development. Accordingly, the minimum head of household participation threshold required by the New York State Trust legislation and set by the voting procedures at 20% has been met. Of the 408 resident votes recorded, the final votes are as followed. 241 votes to remain in Section 9. 125 votes for trust and 42 votes for pact. I'll leave these on the screen and then we'll move on to Unity Towers. Do you want any more time? On we go. We will now move over to Unity Towers. Here we received 3 ballots that were postmarked in time and received by yesterday, and we will now review those 3 ballots. So At Unity Towers, we have one additional vote for trust, a second additional vote for trust, and one vote for Section 9. So our paper results are Trust 77, Section 9, 54, and Pact 8, and last time we had Trust 75 and Section 9, 53. Again, as with Coney Island, we'll add these paper results to the existing online results, and that will give us final numbers. 75 to let me just add in the final numbers. Export those numbers. The final report. $77.54.8. We drop these into our spreadsheet, and we get our final numbers. For Unity Towers, the final results of the development vote are as follows. We recorded votes from 192 residents at Unity Towers. Of these, 111 votes were from heads of household at Unity Towers, representing 60% of all heads of household at the development. Accordingly, the minimum head of household participation threshold required by the New York State Trust legislation and set by the voting procedures at 20% has been met. Of the 191 resident votes recorded, the final votes are as follows. 108 votes for trust, 72 votes to remain in Section 9, 11 votes for Pact. I'll leave those on the screen after I make a PDF out of it. These numbers will conclude our tabulation, which we'll leave on the screen until I get the word. Thank you for viewing, and we'll see you at the next development.